Hey guys, welcome to your love reading, Spiritual Infusion 1111. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What messages do you have for love and romance? What messages? What do we need to know? Somebody here feels like they're angry. Somebody here is mad at you. I don't know why. It's weird because it's not coming. Look, joke's on them though. So, all right. It's weird because this doesn't feel like love, but somehow this does tie into your love life. There's somebody here that's like upset with you, but it doesn't feel like your person. I feel like your person is somebody that really feels like you're legit. They feel like you're very genuine. You're extremely transparent in the way that you do things. They love the way that you're able to influence them. So I don't know if you have a different culture. I don't know if you have a different background than them, something in particular, but it seems like your person has learned a lot when it comes to you, or the way that you communicate, the way that you express yourself, the way that you get knowledge out there. It's very different than anything that they've ever encountered before. But I feel like your wisdom, there's some level of wisdom that your person has obtained with you that's allowed them to level up. They're getting divine downloads on who you are. This is somebody that's understanding that you really are legit, that you really are somebody who is speaking from a healed perspective. You're not speaking from a hurt perspective. Have you ever had a conversation and asked somebody who just got out of a really bad relationship, hey, I'm getting ready to get married. What is your perception? And that person just got a divorce. More than likely, their output or their perception of relationships, of partnership, of marriage, of love is going to be skewed because that person hasn't taken the time to heal. It's something about you in particular with the way that you express yourself to this person that it's such an elevated view. Where most people see the tree in front of them. They don't see, what's beyond the tree, what's inside of the tree, right? What goes past that tree? Where do those roots go? So it's something about you, but I also feel like whoever you are, people are upset at your influence over this individual or over this, over your person. Because whoever this person is, that's irritated. And I am going to say that like there is a significant amount of irritation. It's because your frequency is different than theirs. Their frequency is, for example, I'm somebody where I believe you always lead with love. When you lead with love, everything else falls into place. This is something that's in the Bible. This is something that's spoken on, whether that's self-love, personal, love for others, love for humanity, love for animals, whatever it is, as long as it's stemming from love, then that's the best foot forward. But whoever this other person is, they're trying to get your person to focus on not love. They want this person to focus on what's right in front of them, the 3D. When your person's over there like, listen, okay, my person is the goat, the greatest of all time. You could be a goat in the Chinese zodiac, but you're very multifaceted. So not only can you be very emotional, right? You can go to or through the depths of a jellyfish, right? Because when you look at a jellyfish, it's transparent and you can see what's going on the inside. So not only are you emotionally intelligent and you're emotionally fixed in a sense of you have the potential to heal other people based on whatever trauma or whatever drama you've been through your life. Because more than likely, if you're spiritual, you've had multiple breaks in reality where you've seen the truth. But at the same point in time, you're able to be in the water, but also be in the sky, be able to understand certain dimensions logically, but then also be able to be grounded in a physical sense where I feel like it's such a different energy than what your person is used to. But whoever this other energy is, for whatever the reasoning is, they seem a bit perturbed because they're like, wait a second, you're going to tell me that you want to go shoot your shot with the collective. You're going to tell me that you're not going to just focus on money. You're going to tell me that you're going to sit here and, you know, go in public and have no shame and have this love. Well, what about this? It's like somebody here is really bothered at the fact that your person is not listening to them. Whether this is a spiritualist, right? Whatever it may be, there's somebody here who is saying, wait, okay, stop. Don't move forward with the goat, right? Don't shoot your shot. You need to wait. Whoever this person is, there's a heavy emphasis here on your person waiting and not coming forward because your person wants to marry you. This is somebody who wants to be with you. They've already made their mind up that you are the one that they've chosen, that you are their twin flame, that you are the one that they feel is very legit, and that you have such a magnetic energy when it does come to this person, right? So your person is sitting there saying, listen, I don't care if you don't understand who this is. I don't care if you like it. This is my person regardless. This is legit who I'm choosing because, again, you've been able to heal this person in a way that maybe they weren't expecting, whether that's healing their inner childhood, their little version of them, right? Sometimes it comes in that, where we have to have that level of healing. But whatever it is, the frequency with you and this person is that you are magnetically attracted and bonded to one another, right? There's these intense emotions where you're mirroring one another. But the problem is they weren't mirroring this other person. And this other person, for some reason, whether that's friends, family, whoever, they couldn't comprehend what exactly was going on. They wanted this person to swerve. Okay, they tried to focus on what was different. It doesn't matter if you're the greatest of all time, but it's about, okay, well, let's pick apart what's different, what won't work versus what will work. This is somebody who's coming in as very much like a negative Nancy, fancy pants Nance. Sorry if your name is Nancy, no shots taken, okay? But it feels like there's somebody here that they're highly bothered. For some reason, like extremely bothered. Why do they want the collective's person to wait? Because they feel like there's certain things that your person doesn't see. 418 can be significant. 49 or 94, the 18th can be significant as well. But we fix our eyes on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. So this is somebody that doesn't want you seen. This is somebody who, I'm getting that there's a lot of jealousy. For some of you, it's because of the way you look. For others of you, it's the way that you look. It's the way that you carry yourself, but it's also your presence. It's like when a lion or a tiger, you could be a Chinese, or you could be a Chinese zodiac of a tiger. You could be an astrology of a Leo. But it's like when a Leo or when a lion or a tiger walks into the room, you feel their presence. You know that that's a different level of strength for whatever the reasoning is. So whoever this person was, they were trying to, for some of you, they were trying to act as if you were too arrogant or that you weren't strong enough, that it was just based on looks, right? Look over here, like, look, oh, you just like them based on their looks. This is something that's unseen. I also get that there was a lot of narrative going on around you with this person, with their family, with their friends. For some of you, they've hired certain people to either look into your background or to try to understand you. Look, to try to understand you, what does this say? A higher perspective of who you are that goes deeper than it. Lots of Leo energy coming in here. This is stalking vibes. This is watching vibes, right? Because it's something about you where either A, you've become the center of this person's attention in a way where others around them are uncomfortable. Others around them are saying, that's not right. You shouldn't be that focused on the collective. You shouldn't be so worried about whatever is going on that they're trying to like grab at straws is what was communicated. What do I need to understand? Because I don't understand why this person is coming up. You want me to be honest? I feel like the closer you get to union, you realize it's like people are like reaching. It's almost like it's Black Friday and everybody back in the early 2000s or the 1999, right? Where you're at the store and the first 10 people get the TV for cheap and everybody else takes an L, right? It feels like this is somebody who's scrambling to try to get to the top or trying to get to the front, in front of you, because you and your person have a significant potential of being a power couple. Now, I am going to say this. For some of you, you are the one who people are viewing. You may have multiple people that are buying or applying for your attention to the point where they know that you're very special, and whoever you align with, that person is also becomes in alignment with the Wheel of Fortune. That's why you see here, they want people to hold on. Wait a second, just wait. Where somebody else is like, nope, I got to go pedal to the metal. I'm getting multiple different storylines, so bear with me, and I'm going to explain everything because somehow the context or the overview of what's going on, it's different for everybody, but it's the same ideology. For half of you guys or 40% of you guys, you have your person that wants to come back in because they know that they messed up, that they were supposed to take action and they didn't. Because their frequency was off. They couldn't be legit. You were trying to be healed, but the problem was they weren't a healed version of themselves. In the meantime, between time of this person trying to get right with themselves, trying to get right with God, trying to figure out who you are, right? There was other people around them that was spinning a certain narrative pertaining to you. So now everybody else, because there's a heavy emphasis on you, whatever it is, whether that's you at work, whether that's you as a mom or you as a dad or you as a coach or you, I don't know, just if you're a social media presence, there's a heavy focus or a heavy fixation on what you're doing by your peers. You don't have to have a big platform to have peers pay attention to you, neighbors pay attention to you. There's something here where there's an illumination around your energy. By the way, have you already liked the video and subscribed to my channel? Please, what are we doing here? Go on, click on the like button. Also, make sure you guys check out the podcast that I did with Omar in a good way. Okay, we did one. You guys can physically see me. I'm going to be doing another podcast with Omar on my channel. We just have to work out the kinks. I'm going to leave all his information in the comment section so you guys can click on the video and check it out. Subscribe to his channel, show him lots of love, and I hope you guys enjoy the 2-hour video of us just talking. Aliens, love, numerology, okay, all that jazz. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so the problem is, though, that if you have somebody that's waited to come forward, there's other people now that are realizing that you are the chosen one. And that whoever you align with, they become, as well as you, this significant power couple, right? This masculine and this feminine energy. This supersedes your orientation romantically. If it's two men that are in love with one another, one more than likely is going to take the feminine role while the other one takes the masculine, or vice versa. So this is just saying energetically, okay, this is a great move because it's creating a lot of balance where it's business mind focus, but it's coming from a good place where you already have the foresight, you already have the knowledge. So somebody here is trying to move forward very quickly while you have this other energy up here saying don't commit to them yet. You don't know what their frequency is. You don't know if they're going to match you. It's like somebody up here was trying to create a lot of illusions and confusion to stop somebody from coming forward. The problem is when they stop this person from really coming forward, you've already been viewed as somebody where people, and it's coming in as people, plural, okay? plural, i.e. more than one, they're coming forward because they're realizing whoever was communicating about you, that they lied. Somebody here was lying about you. This could even be AI. This could be a multitude of things. But they scammed this person into waiting, or they scammed this person into running away from you. And part of the thing is, you're just so legit to quit. Hey. Go ahead, finish that song. Let's do it, right? But you're legit the chosen one. But the thing is, a lot of times with the chosen ones, it's a very low-key energy. It's not one where you have to prove anything, because what you prove is to yourself and to God first. So there's a lot of things that have been going on behind the scenes in regard to you, whether that's take phone calls, whether that's things that were done so low key where you could say one thing, the dog runs after the red ball, and they'll change it and say the dog ate the red ball. Not, it's a completely different context. The dog ran after the ball after he ate, right? The dog ate the red ball and then he ran after whoever, right? It's changing the form of what you're saying. This is also somebody who's coming in as fake woke. This is somebody who wants to pretend like they know everything, but they don't. And they're very hypocritical. There's a lot of hypocritical energy here where people are beginning now to see how this other person, there's a lot of fraud here when it does come to you. Because watch this. I'm going to prove a point. How does the collective feel about the fraud? My guess is you're going to feel good, because now everybody is seeing a difference between you and somebody else. It's like the difference between somebody knowing numerology and then somebody pretending to know numerology. It's a completely different energy. Somebody can come over, you guys can drop a number in the comments, and I'll tell you everything about that number, good, bad, indifferent, whatever, from multiple different vantage points. Somebody here is a fraud. Somebody here pretended that they knew something that they didn't know. In particular, speaking on either spiritual aspects, financial aspects, or something to that extent. How would the collective feel about this? Because I feel like you're being vindicated. You feel like they lied and that you were being vindicated, that you're innocent. How does the look, you're going to tell me there's somebody here that was purposely trying to restrict in a way because they were scared. Okay, so somebody here was scared either at your success, at your popularity, for some of you at your innocence, where it's almost like they tried to depict you as something completely different in order to spin their narrative. One more time. How would the collective feel emotionally if they knew about this fraud? It's something you didn't see, but something you felt. You felt like something was going on. Look. Somebody, whoever this person is, they have issues with their self-esteem. The reality is this, right? If you have to tear somebody else down to make yourself feel better, then something ain't right. But based on this information, or based on this energy coming in here, you have somebody here who is very jealous of your success, was very jealous of your frequency. Again, this is coming in as a competitive energy. You are in competition with somebody, whether that's competing for your person, competing for a job, whatever it may be. There's a level of competition that's coming in with you and this person. Because look, the reality is you're somebody who balances this person out. There's a heart, there's a beach. A beach could be significant, okay? It's a Kundalini awakening. This is something that's very tantric, okay? This is something where your person is remembering how amazing it was to be with you, how everything with you and them was very low key. It was just easy. It was natural. Nothing was forced. It's almost like you and them were kind of a match made in heaven, until they started listening to the low-key haters, or these people who were pretending to be woke. I mean, look how many clocks this person has and still doesn't know what time it is. Hello, can I come in? And again, a broken clock is right twice a day. Make that make sense. That's going to go over some people's heads, but it shouldn't. Right? So whoever this person is, they're somebody who tried to be almost like a fake spiritualist. But also, there's certain information and there's certain data that's coming out right now in regards to you where it's creating a lot of vindication. Because this is my favorite quote ever. When you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil. Who you came to the party with is who you leave with. People get confused by this quote all the time, but the reality is you're going to have to be able to decipher between two. What is real and what is fake? What is God? What is the devil? When you're watching TV, is this the truth or is it a lie? Is it a lie for us to believe the narrative, or what is it exactly? So this is coming in majorly here, okay, where your person is able to see the difference. Either this was their family and friends that were trying to force them into being with somebody who was fake woke, but was more their culture, their style, their age, their race, their religion. Or this is one of their friends that was trying to act like they wanted the best for this person when in reality they didn't, because you were already the GOAT. Now your person is saying, wait a second, so you're going to tell me that I waited to be in a relationship. I waited to give to the collective for what? For lies, for deceit, that I was scammed. And now that I'm scammed, I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut and pretend like I didn't just see what I saw. When they're sitting there saying, do you know how different the collective is here? You can't compete where you don't compare. It's like a knife and a spoon race. You may not scoop well, but you sure do cut through the competition. You do something to this person, it doesn't matter. You do something for them that they've never had done before. It's almost like when people say, oh, we're exactly alike. That's not always a good thing. Because how do you learn if you are with this person that's your exact same? That's probably a great soulmate connection, but there's a lack of learning. There's a lack of understanding. There's a lack of teaching. It's easier because you have an understanding, but it's something about you being very different to this person where you complete their entire world. Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, to a point where they really can't believe that you wanted them, to a point where you make this person really happy. You bring a level of joy to this person that this person has never had in their life before. 89 could be significant, 98, 98, 89. You have nines here, so 99 can be significant. You could be a life path 9, you could be born on the 9th, the 27th, the 18th. But it's like this person is tired of waiting. There's a progression here. They're understanding now that there is a progression, right? Whatever is being communicated to them or to other people is vindicating you for being different. Because now everybody sees to a point where everybody can't believe the difference between you and somebody else. For some of you, it was like an arranged marriage or an arranged relationship. For some of you, this is family. For others of you, this is all about status. For some of you, it was about the fact that you did not match them. And others felt like you weren't a good choice for your person for whatever the reasoning is. But now it's like your person sees the difference. Your person understands why they're happy. Because you're a wish fulfillment. But they had to walk away from the confusion. They had to walk away from the illusion. They had to say, you know what? I deserve more than this. Okay, yeah, I understand they're from my same culture. However, I don't resonate with that culture. In fact, I've been illuminated where I'm at a higher vibration. I'm at a higher frequency where now I understand that this is like riding a bike with training wheels. Now your person's over here in a hot air balloon. It's completely different energy. And they're acknowledging how different you are to a point where they can't believe that they were even stuck in their head. But why were they stuck in their head? Because of the lies and the deceit. Because somebody wanted to cause an ending. Somebody wanted to confuse your person with, well, where do you go from here? Okay, you love each other, but where do you expand? How do you expand? How are you going to move forward? None of us are going to support you. You're just going to live off of love and kisses and whatever. It's like somebody here was really playing into your person's weak points. For some of you, this could be somebody that has a Chiron in Taurus, or somebody that has heavy Taurus placements, because it's coming in as significantly an energy where they're playing on the physical. They're trying to insinuate as if you are just love in their head, that they're crazy, whatever, when in reality, that's not it at all. It's the complete opposite. And now they're sitting here saying, once they put this gas mask on, right, they can't believe what they're understanding. Now that they've separated themselves from whoever this person is that's lying, right? That's the karma, though, unfortunately, is that at the time they weren't properly prepared, and they weren't healed like you were. When you're a healed person and somebody comes and says lies to you, you've already been there, done that. Okay? 1, 2, skidoo. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Shut the front door and lock the back, right? It's something here where your person was not equipped to deal with the lies because they weren't healed. They weren't at the same place or the same space that you were mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. But now they're having a completely different context. Now they're having a completely different narrative of why you make them happy. But part of the problem is, and you may know this, that your entire life it's been karma, because you may always have the right thing that you want to do at heart, but for some reason it's translated into something different. But this is why what comes around goes around. So you have other people now that see your worth, that you don't have this intense energy with, where this person listened to other people. Because guess what? The people that they listen to are watching you. And now the people that they listen to want a relationship with you, or want a chance with you, or want to explore what it's like to be with somebody like you. And that is this person's karma. Because let me tell you something. The whole world is shocked at who you are, at your ability to remain balanced. There is going to be some type of natural disaster coming in here pretty quickly. By the way, there is action that's being taken, whether this is an earthquake, whether this is a flash flood. There's something major that's getting ready to hit. So don't say I didn't warn everybody, because it's coming. But I also feel like, too, your person is now sitting here, and they're sitting there watching the destruction that was caused by whatever the communication is, to a point where they feel like they were forced to change, that they were forced to view things in everybody else's way. It's almost like they're stuck to a chair and they're holding their eyes open, watching the same thing over and over and over again. It's something here where your person has been shocked into viewing something, and now everything is going sideways. And they're sitting here saying, this is my karma, because now I want to rebuild with them. Now I am on the same page as them. Now I do want to move forward with them. But there's been all of these unseen things that have gone on behind the scenes that they feel guilty for. Your person isn't sleeping, because they can't believe the manipulation to get the two of you to stop talking. That's why whoever you are, what you may not realize is that your person thinks about you all the time. Whoever is watching this right now, you have a level of hidden information or a level of hidden knowledge that can be accessed by certain people. I always call it like the sword and the stone, right? But there's something about you where they're realizing you have a level of purity. It's like if somebody was sitting there saying that you were somebody that was promiscuous or provocative or whatever, in reality, it's like you have a level of purity. And that person was the provocative one. That person was the arrogant one. When you're sitting there humble, minding your own business, sitting on the couch eating bonbons or whatever, right? It's something about you where you already had the inner knowledge that you didn't need to take any action because God was going to expose the truth. Even if you sat there and had a scarlet letter A on your chest, right? It didn't matter because the truth would set you free, and the truth is here to the point where it's caused a significant tower moment with this person because your intuition was right on target. To the point where your person is communicating with you telepathically. Lots of Gemini energy, lots of Jupiter energy here. So in times where things may look a bit sticky, a bit rough here, what you don't realize is that your person is also healing. They've been taking the time to heal because they needed to be at the right vibration where they could be the jellyfish, where they could be legit, where too legit to quit, right? They had to get there. They had to get to that point. But you don't get to that point without doing the work. There is no workaround. There is no loophole for work. Sometimes you have to do the inner work. This is about this person learning how to meditate. This is about this person learning how to heal. This is about this person being able to be in a silent place where they can communicate their thoughts, how they feel, but they needed this time alone so that they could have this higher level of consciousness. And in this higher level of consciousness, it's made them understand your innocence. It's made them understand why you're happy. How something so small as even communicating to you, having a conversation with you, they've missed that. You have somebody here, which you don't realize, is they've gone through a significant tower moment where their entire world has been rocked. Their entire world has been changed. Their entire world has completely shifted because of your illumination, because of your light. Go to the light, Caroline. It's almost like your person has been stuck in purgatory on earth, right? They've been stuck in the middle where they want to take action towards you because they miss you, they love you, they want to be with you, but everything that was communicated by people in their family, their friends, spiritual people, it's wrong. I'm telling you right now, people don't want to say this, but this is true. You have to be careful with who you allow in your energy, who you have read for you, because not all readers are made the same. Not all readers have a positive impact on society because that's duality. So be very cognizant with what you're watching. What you're watching is what you're manifesting. Be very cognizant with where you're getting your information from. Back then, if you wanted to get the truth, you had to go to a Webster dictionary. And if you didn't have them at your house, you had to take your butt to the library. Now you Google it. But let's be honest, everything that's on Google isn't true. So with that being said, there's a level of knowledge here that needs to be understood. There's a level of knowledge here that needs to be broadcasted, but your person is finally tapping into source. Your person is now tapping into the truth, okay? The truth of what exactly is this? This is my partnership. This is who I want to be with. This is the person that I love. This is about your person being healed enough to be innocent to take that first step and not worry about anybody else. A fool doesn't have anything when they come to you. What you may realize is when your person comes forward to you, they've been stripped of everything. Because God is showing them what is important. And it's coming in here where this is divine timing. Divine timing. Let's get into your extended, because I feel like there's a lot going on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull certain cards that I feel like are going to be important that I wasn't able to elaborate on. And let's put those in the extended, okay? Now, what I'm going to do first is, since this energy is very prevalent, what it's showing me today is that we need to discuss it, right? If it's there for a reason. A lot of times we can ignore it, but sometimes we just need to figure out what's really going on, all right? So I'm going to start with their energy first, this external party who is angry. What is their intentions towards the collective person, this external energy that's angry? Okay, judgment. Okay, so their intentions with your person is that they want judgment. This is somebody who's in a very competitive energy. This is somebody who feels like they told them the truth and they just need to listen. They don't care if the facts match the truth. It's their reality, not the truth. See, sometimes we feel like because it's our truth, that makes it reality, but that's not true, right? So their intentions with your person is to have this level of judgment. So I wonder what that judgment is. Okay. Did they lie to the collective's person? I already know that. Woo! Look at this. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they did. There was certain messages or certain information that was going on that this person was impulsively speaking on. So I'm curious, what were they communicating on? What did they lie on? So in the extended, we're going to find out, what did this person lie about? What is the current state of their relationship? The collective's person and this other energy who's a liar. Not good. Not good. Okay. Hold on. There's issues here with assertiveness. Somebody here is trying to force the issue. Listen, that circle, it ain't going through that triangle. You understand? Because it's a circle or it's a square. That's not going through the triangle. No matter how much you force it, no matter whatever you want it to be, it's still a circle or it's still a square. It's not getting through the triangle. Somebody here is trying to take matters trying to get their way by any means necessary. Let's keep going. And how does this person feel right now romantically about the collective's person? Or how do they feel in general? Because maybe it's not romantic. Maybe it's just platonic. How do they feel about the collective's person right now? They love them. There's some type of weird family thing. But this wanted to come up in reverse. But I'm going to put that upright for right now. By the way, all of this is going to, we have more cards to pull. All of this is going to be available in the extended. The extended is available on the website. I'm going to clarify each one of these. So we take a deep dive into this person's psyche with exactly what they're going through, exactly what they're thinking, where it's almost like we're sitting inside of their head, seeing their rationale with exactly what's going on in their energy. Okay. All of this, the link for that will be in the comment section below, as well as I'm going to include a link right here for you guys. So you guys can click on that link. It will take you right to where you guys can grab the extended. All right, let's keep going. So I want to know what exactly this tower moment was. For some of you, this is somebody in their family, or this is somebody that they were married to or in a relationship with financially. But again, this energy did come up in reverse. I put it upright because this is the perception of the external party. The external party feels like, I want them, right? They want the relationship with them. Okay, so I want to know about this tower moment. What caused the tower? Why was that a trigger? What broke? Okay, I also want to know what was the illumination or the truth that your person found out? right? This person is obviously a compulsive liar, okay? So now there's a level of truth that's being spewed, a level of truth that's being communicated. I want to know what type of partnership your person wants with you. Platonic, romantic, what exactly do they want when it comes to you? Do they want contract? Do they want to negotiate? And then I also want to get what the time frame is. What is the divine timing? What is the time frame for you and this person coming together as one and reconnecting? So with that being said, this is your reading. I love you guys. If you're coming on down to Funky Town, please make sure you click on the link in the comment section below. It will take you right to where you guys can grab the extended, as well as up here, there is a link to Omar's video, In a Good Way podcast. I hope you guys will follow me over to the extended because I feel like this one is going to be really juicy. Really juicy. I don't know what you did. It's almost like you made somebody mad without even knowing. And I love that for you because sometimes it happens when you're the light. When you're the light, you know, you always attract God and country and also the devil. So it just feels like there's a heavy illumination, a heavy projection around your energy. And we're seeing why here because there is a level of judgment that is being taken place here because they wanted this person to stop communicating. All right, if you guys want to book a personal reading, grab anything from Dex or whatever. All that information is listed below. I love you, and I'll talk to you next time.